DA Sports coverage of the NFL has us on the west coast of the Sunshine State. Downtown Tampa's the spot, Raymond James Stadium. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one between the Carolina Panthers and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. A little jet sweep to start the drive. They find some open field here. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards, the final tally.
Well, I sure wouldn't be surprised if we see more of this as this game goes on, because we know they like to use their wideouts either on quick throws or on jet sweeps like what we just saw there. And to say that that one worked well, partner, that's stating the obvious.
And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49. The Buccaneers sit 8-4 now in the year. Well, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
Now a first throw of the afternoon, and the connection is there. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 40. A nice pickup there, 10 yards. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10, right at the 40. They'll look to throw. This pass caught by Hamler. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
And, partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. And he's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
Shaq Thompson on the tackle that time.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Second and 9 now. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Brevin Jordan, his second touchdown on the season. And the Buccaneers will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Lutz good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Taken in at the 3. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Called it the 26. Now Hall to start the drive. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. These two teams, they met in Charlotte earlier in the year with the Panthers coming out on top. So if they can win here in Tampa, they'd be able to claim the season sweep. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They're going to look to throw. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked off by Levante David. And the Bucs are going to take possession of the football. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake.
And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, his 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Buccaneers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Lutz with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Taken in at the 3. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game? Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. They'll look to throw here. Thomas brings it in. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one goes for 36 yards.
You ask tight ends about their favorite routes to run, and surprisingly, this will pop up as one of their staples because they run so many routes in the middle of the field. How about this one? Starts downfield, bends it to the corner, great touch on the football, and they turn that one into a big play.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Catch here, left side, Thomas. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 20-yard line. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 10 more there and another first down.
How about his performance last week? Over 200 yards. I think his decisiveness, one cut and he goes, that's what's really made him pile up the yardage.
And the yardage he piled up last week, easily honored with NFC Offensive Player of the Week.
I would have voted for him.
They'll run with Hall. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on first down, holding them to a short gain.
Here's 2nd and 8. Flush to his, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Shaquille Barrett, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack, but he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football, had to eat it, and ended up on the ground.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That is caught inside the 5. A big play, but still not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal.
And that big gain may just change the thought process here on 4th down. I think in the red zone, they might now consider going for it on 4th down.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And it'll be intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. Oh, they were so close to the goal line, Charles. 4th down, they figure out we'll go for it, but the decision to pass winds up being a bad one with that interception.
Well, I think you said it really well. They may have just figured we're this close, we may as well go for it, or they had a plan right from the beginning coming into this game to be aggressive. In any event, it didn't work out for them.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
And all the way down to the 29. 90 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. He was trying to clear the way, the big fullback. Instead, he gets a hold.
And you don't see that very often on running plays from those guys because usually they're the lead blocker. Normally, when he gets caught, it's in a passing situation.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. They'll go again with Dobbins. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there forcing a loss on that play.
He'll look to throw. And this is caught by Watkins. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 15-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. A give up the middle to Dobbins. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, partner, they've been running it well the entire game, and the big guys up front, they're a huge reason why. And now they're reaping the benefits as they continue to open up big holes and gain nice yardage.
Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. Movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. Now Lutz for the field goal try. This a 27-yard attempt here. The kick by Lutz is good, and that will extend their lead even further. They already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
On the set.
They'll start on the ground. Hall. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Looking to throw. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Back to throw. And he will find his man, Samuel. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. Back to throw again. Over the middle, complete. That's Hall. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Escaping the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Buccaneers force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10.
And when a team advances as far as they did, got over the 50-yard line, don't you think that drive deserved a better ending? I think he needs to get with his coaches on the sidelines, make some immediate adjustments, and that's what you do. You don't wait. You do it from series to series.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. He's been having a great game, and that one right there, his best run so far, and it ends with 6 points.
And not only that, in his mind, what is he thinking? Can I get to 200 yards as well? Because he knows he's closing in on it. He may not know the exact number, but the best runners have a feel of what the yardage is that they're compiling, and he knows that he's getting close to that 200-yard mark now.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But fortunately, a Panther was able to get on this. so Carolina keeps the ball. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
And then you're yelling at your own defense, sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
He's going to look deep for more. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They'll set up a throw. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. They get a big amount back, 18 yards, but they'll still look at a fourth down now.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. So we've hit halftime here in Tampa with the Bucs out in front. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Taken in at the 3. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. We'll see, Charles, if they had a chance to hit the reset button at halftime. They have not scored. They're facing this big deficit. And if they're going to come back, it's going to have to start right now.
Yeah, and for them, it's not dwelling in the negative because, yes, they were totally ineffective in the first half. But we've seen many games that have flipped around in the second half. It all starts with this drive right here. They get something good going, put some points on the board, they begin to have hope.
On second down, a run with Hall. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. They'll drop to throw. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big play there for Carolina. 41 yards. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
Well, partner, they certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
And it'll be caught in the end zone for the Carolina touchdown by DJ Moore. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Panthers are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
As we prepared for these games, we've noticed offensive coordinators have had an expanded playbook on two-point conversion tries because they never know when they may have to use it during a game.
But that also means the defense probably has more for these situations too, right?
No doubt about it. I think for the most part, defenses will be aggressive on two-point tries. They want to get after the offense and make them force the issue.
And here the defense wins. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
And you can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Another run here with Dobbins. And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Up the gun, Fournette. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. He finds his man complete. It's Watkins. And he is going to have the Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Justin Matabike there to bring him down.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. And he's got some space here. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. J.K. Dobbins, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 14 on the year, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Lutz good on the extra point, and they open the lead up now to 25. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Taken in at the 3. Running room at the 50. Look out. And he'll go out of bounds all the way down inside the 35.
We all know that teams never want to use the word panic. But if they expect to win this game, it has to start right here, right now. That return just set them up for points, and it needs to be a touchdown, not a field goal.
Throw left side complete. That's Hall. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. No gain on the play. And that will bring up 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Uncorks one for Davis. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. That caught by Tremble. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. First target, first catch, and a first down. Well, still in the third quarter here. Now, you look at the scoreboard, that deficit probably a little too much to overcome, but completions like that may be something to build on for future weeks.
Yeah, it's all about ending things on a strong note here, isn't it? Because my mindset is it's a new ball game from here to the end. Make sure it's a good one and close it out.
Give him 10 yards on the keeper, and it'll lead to a second down. Now back to throw. He'll buy some time right. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down to 18. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. 2nd and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or did they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, and defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And they'll send the tight end in motion. On 3rd down, here's Dobbins. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll try the right side here with Fournette. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. That one 28 yards on the ground. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And this will remain an 18-point lead. Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the fourth quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll send the tight end in motion left. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Trying to drop one in, but it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw here. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Bucs are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive, but that went incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. And they work this well outfield across the 45. They'll look to throw again. And his throw here is incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now this throw caught left side. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 36. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
What would look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. That would complete downfield to Thomas. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 13-yard line. A good pickup there of 22. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. And he's got his man. It's Samuel. Touchdown, Carolina. From 13 yards out. And the Panthers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. They'll try and throw for it. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Fournette, a first down carry. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. On the counter now, it's Dobbins. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This will be spotted just shy of midfield. A 59-yard attempt. The kick by Lutz is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3. But clearly right now, anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off. But they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
Pass complete, Samuel. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Back to throw now on first down. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down. Now whistles. Flag down, and I believe one of the Panthers got moving early. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Trying to go for the big one there on second down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Buccaneers defense holds, and they get the football back. Victory formation now for the Buccaneers. Down to a knee they go. So fire the cannons. It's a victory here for Tampa Bay. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Error-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there. Win the turnover battle. Go on to victory. Now the